Evening everyone, and welcome back to Full Throttle Racing. We are back for another round one at Austria, this time for Tier 3. I'm joined by Brett, aka FTR Norwich.
Good evening everyone.
So, 16 drivers. 4 missing out, the potential for one more possibly joining during qualifying.
Just to
double check that one.
Just had confirmation, Chris, it is dry and dry, so we haven't got no rain for qualifying or race. So certainly different from the last couple of races we've had over the weekend, where we've had to start in wet qualifying and potentially dry. Cool. So we have got. Ooh, that's an interesting choice. We've got Metro Cash, and so I think both the two Williams are both out, and JLI and Metro Cash back out. And I'm trying to see who else is there as well. F1C MM FC05. I think I'm just going to call F105 for short. That's a very long gamer tag to remember when you're trying to watch so much action. Critical divides right there, as well as Vigorous Unicorn and the Aston Martin. Reminder: a couple of these are reserve drivers. So Vigorous Unicorn and Jimbo Supernova deputising for a couple of the other drivers that unfortunately couldn't make it.
Well, JLI was going to be the first driver to set a flying lap and he's binned it.
It's waiting to try and get back on track now. So it should be then the other Williams of Metro Cash. I think he's... yeah. Driver gets out of his way.
Early predictions for this one, Brett? Who's saying he's going to get knocked out, of course. There's only one driver who's going to get knocked out in this session.
I mean, I don't really know. I don't want to be too critical on some drivers. Obviously, we've got a couple of debutants in this league, in this tier in general. Violent Quiche. Metro Cash goes quickest on the 1046. I'm intrigued to see what Violent Quiche can do. Yeah, at the moment I'm not too sure who we're going to kick it up, but probably best to kind of find out really of what happens after the first runs. Jimbo goes quickest on a 105, 1045, and then Critical Divide smashes that by going 104 dead.
Lando doing an Inters stint, but it's not going to work because of 16 drivers. He will need to come back out on softs again to set a quicker lap. Nice try, as Maestro's also on the Inters.
Yeah.
Mr. Nagusi. Final 2 turns to go.
Tomper on Twitch chat, he's made a prediction of what the top 3 will be for third qualifying. He's gone with JLI in first, Yeeling second, and FTR Lando third. Interesting prediction. All quick drivers. So FTR Lando goes P6 with a 112.7. I just think, yeah, you're right. Him and Maestro will have to go again because, as it stands, one of those could be in danger of getting kicked out on the first part of qualifying.
on board the Vigorous Unicorn, again reserving in a higher tier. He's normally a tier 4 driver. Tried in tier 2 last night, all went wrong. He's looking to redeem himself tonight in tier 3. Let's hope he can put a good mark time down.
Yep. Good evening, Callum. Another prediction. This one's the top 4, but Enzo, JLI and Yingling for the top 3, and Mr. Magusi just to narrowly miss out on the podium places for the start of the race. So we're getting a few predictions in at the moment, and so I'm probably going to wait until we get through to Q3 to make my predictions and see who sees as a reasonable threat. But so far Mr. Magusi is the only one at the moment who's getting to the 103s. I think Quiche now I'm on board with. On his debut for FTR in general, it's not just a tier changer. Oh, he's crashed! Finally Quiche is out! He's come round through into the start of sector 3.
Yeah, you should see it now on board the Haas of Maestro. It's just disappeared off screen, I just said it.
So that was... I hope that wasn't.
So that means...
I hope that wasn't a commentator's curse.
Well, that means that Lando and Maestro will get through on the Inters base. That changes everything.
Yep. I will finish what I was saying. He's making his FTR debut. It's not making a step up from a tier or anything. This is his FTR debut. After he couldn't make the race yesterday afternoon, so he's making his FTR debut, Violent Quiche, and this is a very, very difficult track. So if you catch one of the curbs wrong, it will send you off. And unfortunately, that's what's happened. So he will start at the back of the grid, and he'll be the only driver out of qualifying. Callum has gone with the top 5. My goodness me, this is... We normally won't ask for the top 3 predictions. They're going the top 5, so I don't think they can make their minds up of who's going to be in what position. But JLI, Callum's gone with JLI in first, Maestro second, Lando third, and then LMB 4th and Magusi 5th. So the FTR regulars in those predictions.
Mercedes of F1 CMM been struggling to set some laps. 2 laps now on the same set of tyres, both laps invalidated.
Yeah, it's difficult, especially it's either the first corner or the last corner that unfortunately is your I was on board with him now, and he's the part of the track he's now coming through is one that definitely you can just into the last part of sector 3. Any of these corners you go slightly wider over the line, you can easily just invalidate your time, and it's not difficult to do.
It's also not difficult to do with that pit entry. You've got to be really careful there not to sweep out wide and come back onto the racing line and then into the pits. JLI, a second run. Must have invalidated the first. Oh, he span, didn't he, coming out of the turn 1. The sector 2 split to 44 dead.
I'm hoping for some good battles, and certainly from what we saw over yesterday's 2 races, the tier 6 race I was in last night, we had a few tussles and battles here and there. There was some close. JLI goes P1, half a second ahead of Magusi.
Yeah. I was about to say from P1 to P8 it was spread by half a second until JLI set that lap, discounting the 2 inter-runners of course. JLI's teammate also just coming out of the pits, Bastinator also on a lap in the Aston Martin. Still on board of him to see what he can do. So we know JLI set a 44 dead coming through sector 2. What is the Aston going to do? 44.4.
Yeah, and the sort of lap time I was expecting there, he's about 4 tenths down on that, so really probably he's going to slot in around about probably maybe the 104 deads maybe, or maybe slightly slower, but
He could still get in the threes, but he doesn't do it, but he does go into P7 with 4.2.
yeah.
So we've got Ellison, LMB.
Ooh, JLI's gone even quicker now. He's gone up even quicker now. It's 103.440, so he's going fractionally quicker. But yeah, like I said before, it's going to be interesting if we want to see some proper battles. Ooh, he has a spinner here. JLI. Has he just stopped to allow cars go past? He might just stop to allow cars go past. See the other flags. Yeah, and then also we had the tier 2 race where we had the absolutely, and it was literally a heart racing battle between Slapbus, FTR Tomper, and the man who is currently fastest in this session, JLI. JLI was literally, how quick Tomper and Slapbus were, was for the first 10 laps or so was constantly behind them, and it was literally a DRS battle, because it was literally as soon as they got through turn 1 and into the next long straights, they were constantly overtaking each other. So yeah, we could be seeing some really close battling here from drivers like JLI, LMB, Magusi. Metro Cash is also known to not back down from a fight either. Being I think I've got it noted down, I think it was the Tier 4 champion from last season. So yeah, I think also JLI being the former Tier 3 champion from a couple of seasons, from Season 2 as well. So a couple of champions from this tier and past tiers, we're certainly going to be in for a, hopefully I say it, he's going to be in for a treat.
LMB and Ellis both moving into P2 and 3 respectively. F1 CMM in the Mercedes, as you can see on screen now, is about to cross the line to 3.7. It's in P2, so it's safely through to the next round. Top 15 go through to Q2.
It's a hell of a lap by from F1 TM.
Maestro's out on softs. Didn't need to do this.
He was safe. As F1C is spun coming out of turn 2. He's facing the wrong way for the moment, so he's back underway.
Free for Maestro in the middle sector. It's going to put him in the top 5 for sure. Bit of a toe from Metro Cash as well up front, and no, it doesn't. P8.
Yeah, mine's just gone P8, so this will be it now. They can pretty much all retire because they know that no one else is going to go out here. So anyone on laps really don't have to really push. If I'm honest, you know, they could have probably gone out on a set of hard tyres, but then again, you need the set of hard tyres for the race. So I think Lando and Moggs have done probably the right thing there. Once they've obviously noticed that finally Keisha's retired, you know, Lando's now. Wow, okay. Lando's now fitted himself with a set of wet tyres now, so is he planning? I don't think he's going to have enough time to go
Let's
out.
hope he doesn't come out with those tyres, because there's really no need.
So he doesn't need to come out at all. And he does. There he is, yeah, there he is. Trudging down the pit lane. I see Lando going out. You don't need to come out there, Lando, but coming out on the full wet tyres. Moggs has done the right thing and retired. Lando, I think when I noticed it before, it was under 2 minutes, so there we go, we finally got the time back now from the yellow flags. He's not even going to get round in time, so it seems a bit of a waste.
Yearling's starting another lap now in the McLaren. But again, safely through to the next round, but he's going for another, see what he can do. 10th up in the first sector. Oh, he uses the back end slightly on exit.
I think I'll tell you what's going to be interesting in the next section. Next session of qualifying is the drivers at the moment that are all on the 104 deads. All the way down to P10 at the moment with Metrocash in P10. At the moment, the drivers, excluding obviously Lando and Moggs who went out on the Inters, you expect Lando and Moggs to at least be in that top 10 battle. It's going to be interesting to see how close it will get to that elusive P10 place for the top 10 shootout. Union goes P4 and a 103.8. Oh, he's split!
Ned loses the car.
Oh. I hope that's not done any long-lasting damage for the rest of his qualifying there.
Drivers can, of course, get damage in this qualifying session. You hit the wall hard enough or another car, you will lose your wheel or parts of your wing or bodywork.
Am I right in saying the bodywork is lasting all the way through qualifying?
That we're not sure of. The game might repair itself between sessions. But if anyone does have damage, they will let us know in the Discord server, and then we can relay that information to the viewers as and when we receive it.
I've got to say this, Chris. We're famous. We're famous. Magoo C is posted in our Discord chat of the FTR stream live on a TV in a pub. We have taken over a pub on TV, so if the sound is on, hello and welcome to FTR Full Throttle Racing. That is epic. You kind of want to hope that this is as good as a normal F1 race, really, and have some serious battles on track when you got that stream online inside a pub.
And given how close the top 13 are there, discounting the guys on the intermediate tyres, it bodes well for a close race. So we load into Q2 now, and of course the tyres that the drivers set the fastest lap on will be the tyre that they start the race on. So will we see anyone trying the mediums?
Yeah, certainly from yesterday's race, most of the grid started on the medium tyres. For myself yesterday, I think I did a medium hards and then back onto medium stint. So I did 3-stop race with safety cars playing the part. Amazingly, we didn't have any safety cars in the Tier 2 race, so yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what happens. But certainly I would expect a lot of the drivers on, I would say, on medium tyres. But
Yeah, we can already see on the
strategies.
graphic on the left hand side there's a fair few drivers already selecting the medium tyres. First driver out on track again, JLI on the mediums.
Yeah, so at the moment it's F1 CMM FC05. JLI, like I say, the first one out on track. Critical Divide, Moggs, Ellis, and Metro Cash, and Magusi for that matter, all choosing the medium option. So we're getting more predictions coming through. JLI poll from Tomper, F1 for pole. Yep, Violent Cliche confirming in the Twitch chat that the inside curve of 10.7. Yep. There's a couple have put the predictions down for F1 on his debut to get pole position. So be interesting, but here we go. Start of Q2, and it's JLI to set the first, hopefully first lap without invalidating. So at the moment, Jimbo, the Supernova, Vigorous Unicorn, LMB, Yingling, Maestro and Bassinator all choosing the soft tyres as it stands. The rest have chosen the medium tyres. JLI coming into the end of Sector 2. It's a 44.1. So he's only a 10th down on his fastest lap he posted in Q1 on the set of softs. Comes into the last line now and will set a 103.6 on set of mediums. That is a rapid time from JLI. He set a 103.4 on a set of softs, so very well done. F1 comes through with in second with a 103.7. Moggs coming through at a 104.1. Setting the more realistic time on those mediums. Maestro 104.142. Metro Cash then goes P3 with a 103.9. So Tom's quickly coming through here. Who's next across the line? It's Jimbo Supernova. I think he may have invalidated his time. Next one is Critical Divide. 104.4. And we see Mr. Magusi.
Magusi next.
Yep, goes P4 with a 103.978. So I think this is going to be tight here. JLI goes even quicker now, 103.5. It's amazing. He's only roughly just about a 10th off his quickest time he done in. Also, yeah, he's only a 10th down on his time that he did on the softs in the Q1. That's amazing. But I have to say, for you, Chris, as a lover for the medium tyres, you know, sometimes you do get better times and probably do get used to the medium tyres more than the softs.
I'm not sure what it is on this game, but they just seem to suit my driving style better. As Ellis also goes into the threes, 3.7. It's P2.
I don't know if it's you get more durability out of those tyres. It certainly feels like, certainly at points in it. The soft tyres seem to burn out a lot quicker than the mediums at time. As LMB goes P2 on soft tyres, doesn't beat JLI's time. Oh, he spins into turn 1. Facing the wrong way in the pit exit. Oh, and tries to get round. Thankfully, ghosting is on, so no contact would have been made. Who we got next across the line? FTR Lando into the third sector now. The last couple of corners. It's around. Final bend now.
Not ideal. Metro Cash is just starting his lap.
He goes P5. I think the drivers in the 103s might just be safe enough. It's going to be the drivers in the 104s that are going to have to go again.
Evening's just coming onto his flying lap now, also on the medium tyres.
Yeah, there's only 3
valid
drivers.
At turn 1.
There's only 3 drivers that are on the softs at the moment. And the Maestro hasn't been able to get into the 103s at the moment, so at the moment he's the one in danger, and I think he's going to have to go out and get on a new set of soft tyres to try and just get through. So far, it's a tidy lap by Yingling.
Getting well out of the way there, it's good to see. As well as Metro Cash not getting in the way, impeding a lap. Union did well to hold the car there as he caught the curb with the right front to 104.1.
Yeah, he's going to be potentially one of the drivers that's going to be in danger there. Jimbo, I think, validated his last time.
Yeah, it's valid this time.
So, yeah. Vigorous and Bassonite, the 2 Aston Martins, out on their out lap. So we'll be waiting for them to see what sort of times they do. But at the moment, realistically, the drivers that are in danger are the ones down from Yingling. Down as it stands, I'll probably even go as high as maybe Metro Cash, just on the borderline into the 103s. .44.4 for Jimbo Supernova. Whoa, and he's gone! Oh, how is he? Wow,
How has this car survived that?
Wow, I seriously thought we were going to see a complete retirement there and out. No, he has survived with no wing but wheels attached. How on earth has this game... I question the realistics of this game sometimes. I've seen far less worse crashes than that and tyres coming off, and the impact that Jimbo Supernova has just done, he just crashed it. He's only managed to lose the whole of his wing, and that's it.
He's a lucky boy, and he's still got time to come in and change that wing and come back out again. But Vigorous validated his last attempt on the mediums. He's trying again.
At the moment, the only one and to be perfectly honest, he doesn't need to come out again, as F1 has retired in the pits and not bothering to come out again. So fair play. He's done a lap on those mediums. Called it a day there. I think you'll agree with me there as well, Chris, with just the realistics of that. Because I think I'm not the only one to assume less worse crashes, and we've also been in those sort of incidents where we've had just collisions of the wall and gained glitches and wipes your tire off. But that was such a high impact crash. As Vigorous only managed to do a 104.2. That would be good enough to get through Q3 as it stands. As Bassinator comes into the second sector here on the soft tyres this time, so he might just be able to maybe beat his teammate here into the part where Jimbo's had his accident. He's back out on track, saying that is Jimbo. Bassinator comes into the last corner. Looked tidy enough, and we'll go P9. 104 dead.
That bumped Yingling out. He was currently on an outlap on the mediums again, so he feels that he can go quicker on his tyre. That was Vigorous moving up.
Yeah. Still on the edge. Very Vigorous. I think he's not going to go. Is he going to go again? He's not got his DRS open, so I think he's moving out of the way.
He gave Jimbo a slipstream.
Yeah, it's Jimbo.
By the looks of it.
I'm sorry, I'm still amazed this Red Bull is still in the session after that, but he somehow lives to fight another day.
Look at that. LMB's coming back out on another set of softs.
He just doesn't need to. That's a waste. He could easily save that set for the race or Q3. Jimbo goes through now past where he did have his crash. Coming into the last sector now, into the last turn. Oh,
he's invalidated it. Oh, there's a crash in the background, an Alfa Romeo. It's Enzo.
He's knocked his wing off, so that could be his qualifying over. It's going to be close to where I don't think he's going to get back out in time, personally.
No, definitely not.
So Jimbo
probably carry on for another lap. I'm on board with LMB now, up on his time in sector 1.
To me, that seems just a waste of a set of soft tyres. You're in P2, you know, you're not going for the number one goal here at the moment. You're trying to get through to that next session.
Do you know what he might have done? He might have used his Q1 tyres in Q2 and had too much wear on him, so he's gone for a fresh set. Maybe feels that he doesn't want to chance it on the mediums to beat that time.
Maybe.
Right, now the last turn. It's looking quick.
Goes quickest as well. Wow. Goes up by 2/10. He's got to really slow it down and keep those tyres in reserve now. You can't be taking too much out of those. I think we've really seen that Jimbo is actually pitted, so that's him finished. So
yeah,
now
Vigorous has come back out on softs, so he's trying to get back into the top 10. Yingling pitted, so he's at risk. Driver at risk here is Yingling.
I think Yingling might be
But yeah, because Critical Divide's a 10th up in the middle sector on his time as well on softs. So what's this going to be? Is the AlphaTauri comes across the line.
Goes third.
Free.
Yeah, that's a nice way of helping yourself there. Well, that's it, because the only driver now can escape himself. And Moggs is on a lap as we speak actually as well, so he's got to improve his time to try and go up a bit here. Ragusi improves his time, but not by a great deal. Moggs will come across the line and again will improve his time and go P2. he's gone P2. Magusi's now the driver in danger here. If Vigorous now beats the time, Magusi could be out here. Ying's out on track, but he can't do anything. He's come out far too late.
We may have a timing glitch where there's a minute more than what we think.
It
Might be okay. And if he's coming out on softs, which he is, this could affect drivers that have elected to start on the mediums.
Yeah, if you see a lot of drivers now coming back out on, I think it's too late. Yeah, Yingling's is too late. Yingling can't do anything.
Oh, sorry, Vigorous is validated on the last turn. And
there we are. That's it. Magusi's safe. So the drivers now going into the last part of qualifying. LMB, Mogs, JLI, Quick Divide, FTR Ellis, F1, Metrocash, Maestro, Lando, and Mr. Magusi. Yeah, I will just mention. I was going to mention it in our break, but I'll mention it now as Lisa, who's one of our other members of the admin team, along with Chris. Anyone wondered why the drivers are wearing pink crash helmets this weekend? It's in honour of loved ones that have been lost to to some of the drivers in the admin team. So the incentive is for the drivers to wear pink crash helmets, and it's nice to see so many drivers taking part in that. We had a good full grid of I think we had a good couple of full grids over the last couple of nights where drivers were wearing the even pink race suits along with the pink race helmets. But it's wonderful to see. So thank you very much to all the drivers that have taken part in doing so. So, countdown now to the final part of qualifying. What are you thinking, Chris? What are you thinking in perspective of the top three?
It's difficult here. I think it's between 2 or 3 drivers: JLI, LMB, and F1 CMM 05. But you never know. Now all the drivers will be using the fastest tyre, which is of course the softs. So you may see a surprise name.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with JLI pole, LMB second, and F1 third. I think his general pace has been good. For a debutant, it's been very good. Again, F1 CMM FC05 again is a debut, and it's an FTR debut. He hasn't raced with us before, so he's certainly putting a strong performance for a debutant. Once again, JLI is first out on track.
He's got a habit of doing that, hasn't he? Making sure that he's the first driver out there.
He has, but there's a risk here. Because normally the last session, if he's come out first, he's got his teammate behind him. So, and we know how Metrocash can have some pace on him. He could easily give him a bit of a tow here, but I think he has backed out and allowed his teammate to go. So JLI coming into turn 1 now. Teammate is just about to enter that turn 1, so He's backed off and let JLI get some space. And ooh, we had a spin. It's critical divide. He's ended up spinning here.
I think he's spun, hasn't he? He's letting the other drivers through, thinking that they're on their laps, but in fact they're just starting him. But it is the respectful thing to do, so fair play to him. JLI though, in the middle sector, coming up to the end of the split. It's 44 laps.
This is going to be quick if he gets it all hooked up. This is going to be
the big question is, will we see any drivers get into the twos?
It's 103.3, just gets into the 103.3s. Metro Cash goes 103.6. Lando goes 104 dead. Next will be Moggs. He goes up to P3 103.678. And F1 comes through the line at 103.4. It's such a strong lap.
LMB now 105 banker lap.
Yeah. So I expect him to go at least two seconds quicker on this.
Nagusi and critical divide both into the threes, 3.7 and 3.8 respectively.
Yep. On board now currently with LMB. He's down on his time. I wonder if he's backed
using
off
an old set of tyres. I think Ellis is on his lap now. In fact, he's just past Maestro. He's on his out lap, I believe.
LMB is allowing drivers through, so he's probably going to get and probably, like you say, probably a new set of tyres. It's a 44-1 split for Sector 2. Oh, he gets a bit. The rear end did not like that at all.
He was only half a tenth down on JLI, so if he hadn't made that mistake...
he's invalidating in the last corner. Yeah, so...
Maestro as well is invalidated at turn 1. So that's all the first runs done. Nagusi actually improved on his second run to a 3.6. Apologies for missing that one. So 7 minutes of Q3 left. Who was going to get pole position?
I still think we're still going to have a charge from LMB. I don't think it's going to be any. Don't think he's finished yet. Oh, F1's retired in the pits. That's a shock.
It's very interesting, yeah. Excuse me.
I think he could have challenged for that pole position. He's not far off from JLI's time there.
Moggs on his way out. Is that Maestro starting another lap?
Yeah, he hasn't. He couldn't get a lap in last time, so this is his. He's now going to get his actual first lap time in here. F1's now put his place really into jeopardy now, because LMB, like I say, he's now fitted a new set of soft tyres to go out and probably set a lap time. I think and Maestro's, he's done again. He's done it again. He's invalidated going through into the entrance of Sector 3. So he's now going to come in and pit. Running out of fuel. So who we got now? Moggs now about to start his flying lap. Comes into the first corner. Nicely done. will be any improvement into the first sector. Yep, he's just up on his time. Into sector 2 we come. Windy and twisty part. Keeps it within, he's still narrowly up on his time, so certainly a lot of love for JLI from Cott. I'm expecting him to be pole position as Moggs comes into the final corner now and goes P2.
Good luck, looks like he's going again.
JLI's up on his time.
2.5 tenths up, yeah, it's going to be really close to the twos, this is.
Comes round the final bend. And, 103.1. I don't think anyone's going to touch him here, really. Very close to going into the 102s there. Is he going again? That's the question.
No, he's down this time.
So who have we got next? I think Moggs is...
He's only marginally down, but it's down, I think. That's it for me. So probably
Magusi
could just about get out again.
Yeah, Magusi's on his next time lap here. To the last corner he comes. Oh, he goes very wide. Doesn't improve. All does narrowly.
Very marginal.
Yeah, very marginal there. I think the next one to cross the line and start a lap is Critical Divide.
Yeah, it would have been Lando, but I think he got this and next lap invalidated on the final turn.
Yeah. So Critical Divide into the first corner. Gets away with it and it's on his way. I say that, he's slowed up again. He made a mistake.
Oh, Magusi's invalidated. It was quicker as well. It would have put him in P2.
So at the moment, Ellis and Ellis might have invalidated. Ellis and Maestro are still yet to set a time. Maestro's invalidated again here.
Alice is okay at turn 1, I'm on board with him now. 15.9 in the first sector is competitive.
Yeah, Alice is on his way now. Maestro will come round to... Hopefully this probably is going to be his last chance for a lap here. Might just get another one in. Listen to the last part of sector 3 now. Very cautious around the last corner. Goes up to P6.
Decent lap under pressure, considering he hadn't got one on the board yet, so well done to Alice. Maestro. Finally valid through the first 2 sectors. Can he keep it clean in the final sector?
He's very close to the lines.
He's definitely pushing.
He gets it stuck in. What would he do? Goes up to P8, so it's just now really... Oh, hang on.
Lando's invalidated and LMB's just started his lap, so let's see what TTM LMB 17 can do in the Haas. He's invalidated at turn 1. Shake of the wheel says it all.
What is JLI going to do? This is the point. Can we see a 102 lap, I wonder?
Moggs has given up, he's 3/10 down.
JLI's marginally up as well.
His teammate is the next car on track as well.
JLI to the line.
Oh, it's slower.
Fractionally as well.
Vettel cashes up on his time. Oh, he's invalidated.
Yeah, we're not going to see any more. That is it. That is it. I shall put in the...
That is the grid.
Put into the chat for the break.
I'll let you do that.
Yep.
Make sure you add the whole tier.
You got 58. There you go.
He's on 53 when qualifying finished, but as always with these F1 games, the AI continues to drive around for another lap after the qualifying session for some reason.
So there we go. Pole position being taken by JLI. Moggs second. F1 third. Ellis fourth. Magusi fifth. Metrocash sixth. Critical Divide 7th, Maestro 8th, Lando 9th, and LMB 10th. I gotta say, for the debutant, that is it's an impressive lap time there.
Yeah, shame he retired early as well. I wonder if he'd used all of his tyres up, or he's saving a set for the race, perhaps.
Yeah. So, going to the race, we'll just go over part of our grid. So we have, like I said before, we have got a couple of debuts. So obviously, we've got F1 CMMM FTR 5 making his debut. Violent Quiche, unfortunately, in last place. Unfortunately, crashed out in Q1. He's making his debut. Metrocash, the Tier 4 champion from last year, is down to race in Tier 2, but unfortunately couldn't make it last night, so he's racing currently in this race this evening. We'll see if... Right, someone has readied up. I wonder if it's one of our new drivers, maybe.
It was FTR Ellis.
Yeah. So, I will quickly screenshot what we've got, Chris. So we've got a grid, and FTR Ellis is going to get a 5-place grid penalty plus 10 seconds of time added on. So a full... I will just put into the thing a full session restart. What's coming in?
Why? Who's calling?
I don't know.
That was a bit weird.
Yeah.
make the lobby up now. Apologies for the viewers, there's going to be a slight delay for a few more minutes. As per the rules and the penalties, we have to stick to it to make it fair for everyone.
Are you doing the new? Oh yeah, I've done it. Yeah, fine.
Can you just make sure that everybody's there and then call out the grid to me in a few moments?
No worries. Right, who are we waiting for? Just double check.
At least two, one more.
Who have we not got? Ah, there it is. Maestro. Right, okay.
Okay, grid please.
Yeah. You want to go from first?
First down to last.
Yep. So, JLI first.
Yep.
Mog second.
Yep.
F1 third.
Yep.
Right, I've got to get this right now. Magusi up. Well, actually, no, just to do it in order, and then we'll demote Ellis downwards. So it'll be LSP4 at the moment.
Yeah.
Magusi 5th.
Yeah.
Metrocash 6th.
Yeah.
Critical Divide.
Yeah.
Maestro.
Yeah.
Lando. Did you want to then move Ellis down to P9, promote everyone but up one place?
So where was that? Where was Ellis first? Was he 5th?
He was P4.
So he's got to be
P9.
P9.
Yeah. So it'll
Lando's behind him.
Yeah. So it will be Lando is in P9, so he'll go up to P8. So it should read JLI, Mogs, F1, Magusi, Metrocash, Critical, Maestro, Lando, then Ellis.
Yeah, P10.
LMB. Then
Yeah.
Yearling,
Yeah.
Vigorous,
Yeah.
Fascinator,
Yeah.
Enzo,
Yeah. Jimbo and Quiche.
Jimbo, then Quiche.
That's it.
Hold on before we start. Just need to put
Tyres.
tyres.
Setups. Are you doing this? Because I'm going to tell them to ready up and you need to tell them the other stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing it now. Just gonna have to keep an eye on to make sure that
Again, if someone doesn't do it, it'll get noted down. Doesn't it need to restart because of tyres? They'll just get a penalty. They've been told twice. So again, to the viewers, apologies for the delays. A driver had tried to start the session early and we give out a 5-minute break after qualifying. So on the off chance that one of the drivers has gone away, for example, for a toilet break, and the race would have started earlier, so they would have missed it. So it's unfair to that person.
Is there anything you wanted to say while we were doing it, while the drivers do their setups and tyres? Like promo or anything, Chris?
Yeah, we've got 20 seconds before we get on. Oh, no. That was a weird countdown timer. It went from 20 down to 0. Hopefully the lobby hasn't got any glitches. Just one thing to mention, as we only briefly touched upon it before, is a lot of the drivers in the league will be wearing pink helmets and race suits for either this race or ongoing during the season in aid of or in support of lost ones who've lost their lives to cancer.
Yeah, so it's a great incentive. I, for one, will be wearing mine for the rest of the season. I've lost a member of my family coming up for 7 years. It doesn't get any easier, but definitely is well worth the incentive that you and Lisa have put in there, Chris. So well done for that.
If you just check the chat, Brett, we've got a screenshot with all the tyres. So we should have JLI on mediums, Mogs on softs, CMM, Ellis, Maguzi, Metro Cash on the mediums.
Yeah. Critical Divide and softs.
Yeah, Maestro and Lando on mediums as well, and LMB on softs. So
yeah, I think you'll all abide by that. The rest of the grid are all on mediums. So formation lap underway. Well, we didn't get a huge amount of time to go over things, Chris, but chat obviously can predict potentially a first win. Are you willing to kind of go for a winner at the minute, Chris, or are you going to see how these first couple of laps go through the backroom side?
I am going to go for a outright winner in Mogs. No pressure.
Mogs.
I don't
let's
know.
think.
JLI, he's got the qualifying pace there, but can he produce it in the race as well? I mean, he is a previous champion for FTR,
Yeah,
so
to be
he's got
to be fair, you say that he kept up. He kept up with what is a couple of the quickest drivers. You know, it's tier 2, but they could easily be in tier 1 in Tompa and Slapbus last night, and he certainly got the pace. I'm gonna go with the top 3 of JLI. I think F1 will get a podium in P2, and I'm gonna go with Magusi 3rd.
the podium will be very difficult to predict. I just feel that Mog's on the front row of the softs. He may have that edge if he can get into the lead early.
Yeah, the only thing is, I think certainly from what we've seen from the last couple of races, mine included, last day, penalties have certainly changed the places on the podium and where we're finished. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's go.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. Good start from JLI. Mog's still off the line, still holding P2. Metro Cash coming through there as well. They've all kept it clean at turn 1.
Bassinator's all the way formed to the back of the grid, but I don't think there's been any major collisions really.
Oh, it's 3 wide at turn 3. Contact with the McLaren and the Haas. It's all argy-bargy, but they're all still playing as fair as can be.
That's pretty that's pretty clean, to be fair. Good start from JLI though. He's leading the way and
Enzo and Lando wheel banging.
Still going side by side here as well. Enzo's just narrowly got in front of the McLaren there, so fair play to everyone. Oh, FTR Ellis. He's crushed it. Don't think he's got any proper wing damage there. So JLI brings us across the line. I'm just under half a second, and Mog's closing in quick. F1 3rd, Mitchell Cash behind him in 4th, Critical Divide in 5th. Let's see where made any positions up here.
Moggs is trying to get down the inside, but JLI defends well. Gives CMM the opportunity in the Mercedes. He's got the run now on Moggs. Going down into turn 4. Side by side, Moggs leaves the room. Moggs holds the position up. Them soft tyres still giving him a bit of an advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, Metro Cash has managed to make up the position. So has Critical Divide. Magusi's lost 2 places down in 6th. Yearling making up 4 places up into P7. LB also making up the 2 places from P10. So certainly not bad at all. Actually, Ellis, starting in P9 is kind of a horrible start. He's all the way at the back of the grid.
It's just made his race go from bad to worse after picking up that penalty for the starting early. But still in the race as Jimbo Supernova to making a pit stop.
Is there any damage, I wonder? See what happens is there is a wing change, so wing damage it was. While at the front, Moggs is still right on the back of JLI. JLI will be hoping that those soft tyres do burn off, really, from Moggs, but he's...
First penalty.
There we go. It's very easy to pick up a penalty around here. You catch one corner.
Lando's off, he's in the gravel.
Gets the ball moving again. JLI now, sorry, Moggs will now have DRS on JLI now. This could be the move for the lead. JLI moves to the outside, Moggs up the inside, makes the move. JLI will then defend it on the outside of the line, side by side into turn 2. JLI gets a good line, and even gets the DRS. So JLI with the DRS advantage, but wow, what speed. Moggs late braking, going up to the inside of him. JLI cuts back and gets the place back.
Look at the Mercedes though, looking to pounce.
It's given F1 the chance to try and make the move up the inside here. Are they going to go side by side? He does, and
they survive just about. As Metso Cash is in the gravel as well. He's made a mistake.
Made a good start there, Metro Cash. So I tell you what, though, this is reminiscent of last night's Tier 2 race. This is reminiscent of last night's Tier 2 race, where we've got the three leaders now using the DRS advantage to pull away now from 4th place. It's nowhere near as how far, because by I think round about this lap, so I think about lap 6, they were 2 seconds ahead of them, of the rest of the field, but it's over a second. Critical divide. Ain't going to catch him. He's not got DRS. Magusi has. So this is just playing into the hands of the 3 leads at the moment. So even if they do battle, they're using the DRS here to pull out a bit of a gap here.
Maestro on the back of Enzo, trying to make a move. Both on medium tyres, or Maestro would have picked up a warning for that as Ellis picks up a 3-second time penalty. The second driver to do so. I definitely think the race will come down to penalties in the end. 3 leaders, all penalty free at the moment. As Lando picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's Metso Cash making the move on Violent Quiche. Ferrari's made his way up to P12, so he's made 4 positions.
This could be a chance again here for Moggs. Got DRS on JLI. JLI again goes to the outside, Moggs up the inside. Brakes early, JLI still in front. Moggs not really getting the better exit. So he's giving JLI place still, trying to cut back. And once again, like I say, now this is exactly how the 3 leaders in that Tier 2 race last night is how it's played out now. A lap later, it's now 2 seconds away now from Magusi and still increasing. It's just how powerful this DRS train can be. I'll tell you who will benefit. It's going to benefit the 2 medium runners here more than anything, but also is going to benefit Moggs with those 2 with softer tyres, but he might have to pit earlier than what JLI will. As Moggs is going to look at the inside line again. Side by side they go again. This is an awesome battle. JLI gets the move. And Magusi and Critical Divide. But they were doing battle. Critical Divide now thinking about the move. Goes up inside, just a little bit of contact, and Divide just about keeps it under control.
Yin Ming and LMB have switched positions as well, and they've now caught up to the back of this battle for P4.
JLI spun! Oh, nightmare. The leader. Now F1 on his debut. Now taking on Covenant. Wells Dragon goes up the inside. Takes the lead, but Moggs probably is going to fight back here with the DRS along the straight. Go for the move again. Makes it stick. What's F1 going to do here? So now the 2 leaders of this battle are now nearly 3 seconds in front of these now.
Sorry, Divide's made a mistake. He's ran wide. Just going to give LMB the run.
DRS LMB. Around the outsides goes LMB. Critical divide does give him space, so fair play to him for that. JLI trying to get past Maestro and try and make some places up here. Maestro goes a little bit wide. JLI now he's desperate now to try and look at some places and try and get back into where he was. So F1 now. And there goes F1 up the inside. Gets the move. Oh, late on the brakes there, Moggs. Gets forced wide a little bit there by F1, but no major contact. Metrocash picks up 3 seconds. Moggs with DRS outside. Late to brake. Oh, and F1
CMM let him go there so he could get the DRS, and it's backfired with his poor exit. I think he'll live to fight another day.
Lando and Bassinator
Oh,
are doing
Ellis.
battle right here. And Ellis is gone.
He's retired.
He's retired in the pits. Yeah. Not great race there, unfortunately, for Ellis. So. Oh, and JLI has managed to get past Maestro.
Oh, is that a car? Who's that?
LMB. It's LMB. LMB has spun it. He was another one that was making up places as well. And he's...
Oh, Moggs has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Ah.
And F1 there. Is there another car there? Is that the retired... I think it might have been the retired car of Ellis there has come out of the pits.
Yeah, I think Divide had to avoid it and Yinlings took advantage and up into P4.
So LMB is in the pits.
Hards to the end.
Yes, possibly. Could...
No, it's mediums.
Not mediums. I think they'll do a double medium stint maybe. The trouble is where this track is so hard on degradation, even with hard tyres, you do start feeling it after a while. As Maestro picks up 3 seconds now.
Divides into the pits.
Yeah, F1's now starting to try and put more pressure on Moggs right now. As he comes up now. Right up behind him now. Oh, again, it's that exit. He just can't seem to get the exit right at the moment, and he's losing so much time. But he's used a bit of his ERS as well as DRS to try and make. Oh, I thought he was going to make the late lunge there. He will try the inside line though. Go side by side. Narrowly gets in front. Moggs still inside, but I think F1 has made the move. He has. He takes the lead once again. Moggs looks like he's struggling to fight back here. I wonder if those soft tyres are starting to go off now. Yeah, he's now dropping time now, Moggs. I wonder if now that these soft tyres are now starting to hit their limit. He's still got DRS. He's going to have a move here on Magusi. DRS into the second corner here. Gets the move done. Will Magusi fight back against him here? No. Yimmy has Enzo and JLI now behind them. JLI on the inside. They both leave each other space. And still going side by side. Enzo will have inside line, JLI. Oh, and Enzo spins. Enzo spins
round. Oh, it's the same as what happened to me in Tier 2 yesterday when Enzo was not the best rejoin there.
Oh, JLI now gets 3 seconds there as well. I didn't see a huge great deal of contact. There was only slight maybe wheel bang, but
He got up on the curb.
Yeah.
There was a big squeeze from the Williams as Newman passed Magusi. Magusi's coming back anyway. He's going to send it. Oh, contact. Is there any damage on that Alpine?
Goose is going to thinking about it. Oh, he gets really close behind Yingling there.
Oh, Bastonet's got past Lando as well.
LMB sets the fastest lap on the that setup for fresh mediums. Moggs is still in DRS range on those soft tyres, but not really threatening F1 at the moment. As Vigorous and Jimbo. Oh, and Jimbo's, I think Jimbo's had an incident now. Very slow, so one of those two maybe had a bit of a to do there. Maestro pits in the other house. Got a yellow flag. Might be caused by violent quiche. As Magusi and Yingling doing battle again. Magusi's got back in front of him. DRS.
Lando's trying to come back at Bastonet here as well.
Yeah, Jimbo pits. I wonder if he did pick up damage there. Lando thought about the move at the inside of Bastonet there. As
Critical Divide's just made a mistake because Maestro's got in front of him. Enzo picks up a 3-second time penalty. JLR's in the pits. What tyres is he going on?
From here, I'd probably say hards, but then you could do a double soft stint. And they are one set of mediums, so I reckon he will have to pit again for. No, he won't. I'm trying to think. What did he start on?
He started on medium, so he's gone medium.
So he is going to have to pit again for a set of softs.
Yeah, that's committing to the two-stop strategy. So very interesting because I think Moggs is one-stopping.
Critical Divide retires in the pits. Bit of a shame there from him. He had a solid race really there in Tier 2 yesterday, so as it stands, we're on lap 15 coming round now to lap 16. F1 CM leads Moggs. Magusi third, Ewan fourth. Metro Cash is actually pretty impressive. A good recovery drive here from Metro Cash, bearing in mind he spun early on in the race, so he's done really well. Williams teammate JLR behind him. P6, Maestro Serbian. FTR Enzo in 8th has pitted, as well as FTR Lando behind him in 9th, and Bastonet in P10 has also pitted onto a set of fresh mediums. The other debutant, Violent Quiche, P11, Vigorous Unicorn, P12, UMB in P13, and Jimbo Supernova. Is he still with us in the session, Jimbo?
I think Jimbo's disconnected.
Yeah. He's on a set of hard tyres, but well, I'll tell you what's impressive is the race leader at the end of that lap might even do far now. He has got DRS, but he was braking out of the yeah, there isn't really much of a battle going on at the moment. Tompa for P1 because at the moment
It's P3 and 4 really, and P9 and 10. the two cars, the four cars that are battling. They keep trading positions.
Yeah, at the moment,
swapped.
I mean, at the moment, F1 is in a very comfortable position. He's out of the DRS range at the moment. He's over the second mark.
He's only just lost it. He's just lost 4 tenths. He's coming in now. It's exactly the right time to come in now. If he goes on hards, I think he's going to win this race.
Yeah, Moggs has now come in for softs. Coming from second place.
Sorry, mediums, not hards. Stretch them to the end.
He's done a very good stint actually for the softs for 17 laps.
CMM, I think, is going to go on the softs as well. Which
Metrocash is pitted for softs.
Look at this, JLI's jumped Moggs. Moggs needs to make the move straight away, really. There's Vanquish picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, I'll just go through how the penalties are standing at the moment. So F1's got 3, JLI, Moggs, Maestro have all got 3. Metrocash unfortunately has got 9 seconds. Enzo and Lando both got 3. Vigorous Unicorn has got 6, and then Violent Quiche and Jimbo with 3 as well. But yeah, like you say, Chris, for the strategy that Moggs needs to potentially win this.
Regards to the battle to P1, Moggs held the lead for a number of laps. They then started swapping for a couple of laps, and then once CMM finally did get past, he managed to hold DRS for 4 or 5 laps, which is quite impressive.
Speaking of battles, Magusi and Yingling are doing battle now for second. Yingling is narrowly ahead, but Magusi I think we had DRS. And still side by side, they can't break apart here. Magusi just narrowly gets in front. Moggs has got past JLI. Up the inside goes Moggs. JLI again. This is another side by side battle. Moggs has now got in front of him now. Oh, they go side by side again. Moggs. Sorry, JLI up the inside. He makes the move. He gets the move back. Wow. Now you want to see some action. This is where it happens after the pit stops and fresh tyres.
JLI had so much overspeed, he was effectively pushing Moggs through the corner.
At the moment JLI is just trying to get out the slipstream here.
Yingling on Mr. Magusi again. Magusi defends under and over.
He's cut back, Yingling. He's trying the old cut back. Moggs has got in front of JLI. JLI again. What's he going to try and do? He's going to have DRS on him here.
Oh, Magusi's choosing to hold it around the outside, gets up on the curb.
Moggs is through past JLI. JLI has had no response for the overtake in the last couple of corners. So Moggs is now up into P1 as the race leader pits. Race leader has come into the pits. This needs to be quick here for the Mercedes. Magusi will, or Yingling actually pits. Magusi will take the lead of this race. Where's Moggs going to finish in this? F1 now out on those soft tyres. Moggs has done the undercut. And JLI has jumped him as well. Wow. So effectively, Moggs now is net leader. JLI second and F1 third.
So cash on Maestro. P5.
Fortunately, at the moment, though, JLI is going to go down the. Go down the
Williams into the top 5 now. Metro Cash. Despite the struggles at the start of the race, as you said earlier, he's having a decent comeback now. 7 seconds off CMM and on the soft tyres.
Yeah, he's He's got to keep that pacey Haas behind him though. He's on soft tyres behind him. Is sorry, no, Maestro is on the medium. Sorry, but Maestro's been keeping him company as Magusi finally does pit. Cash will overtake him. Where's Magusi going to peter out here?
JLI for the lead.
Magusi will. Oh, is he going to be able to beat? No, he's not. He's come into the battle here between FTR Lando and Bassinator. Right in the middle of it now. Oh! It was very wide. Brake boards. JLI and Moggs resume their battle along with F1, so the the battle we saw at the start of this race has now resumed.
Goosey's round, fascinated.
So Moggs leads. All three of them have got penalties, but fortunately JLI has got 3 seconds more than the guys around him. Moggs has used his ERS there to great effect against the DRS threat of JLI, but Moggs has not got a lot of it. And the pacey Mercedes behind them is on those soft tyres.
All three cars within a second of each other.
Yeah,
see.
JLI was down on Moggs, but he's now starting to come back at him. Moggs hasn't got no ERS to respond to JLI right now, and he's really closing on him now. Would he go for a move? He might get DRS actually, Moggs, from the car behind him, in front of him here. No, he doesn't. He's using the ERS to try and defend, but look at the overspeed from JLI. Goes for the move. Side by side. Moggs just keeps in front while this is going on. F1 is just sitting back and watching these two battle, hoping for maybe a slip up by one of them to make him take advantage of it. As we come on to lap 25, Moggs leads, JLI second, F1 third. They've got a 6.5 second gap from fourth place Metro Cash. JLI going for the move again, potentially. Yes, he does. Brakes late, covers off potential cutback from Moggs. I think Moggs will then have the DRS here. He does. And the Alfa Romeo will come back at the Williams here. Up the inside goes Moggs. Oh, there's contact. A little bit of contact there. JLI will get away with it. JLI will take the place back. At the moment, F1 is just kind of in the back as a backseat passenger at the moment. He's not really made a challenge on these guys yet.
Oh, Lando and Bassner are very close
there. Moggs again, he's very close. JLI moves out of the slipstream of Moggs. Yeah, we've got Fascinated, but is the one who spun with the yellow flags. not going for the move this time. So JLI is... He might now have to defend against the Alfa Romeo this time round. Ooh, I think F1 has made maybe a slight mistake here. He's dropped out of... he's nearly dropping out the DRS range here. Yeah,
Well, he's just gone. The leaders are going to be coming up to lapping shortly.
Oh, JLI is pitted. So obviously he's now going to come in. He's now coming into pit for those soft tyres now.
Yeah, he's done the wrong strategy, hasn't he?
That's really hurt him there because he's made up all the positions and now he's got a pit. So F1 now on Moggs. We'll resume this battle. F1 doesn't really commit to the overtake, but again, he's on fresher soft tyres. Be really careful not to burn these out. He's coasting. You actually see on his icon there, if you bring up the telemetry, Chris, at the moment he's having to coast. He's having to coast and brake. The yellow icon for fuel is currently on at the moment, so he's having to coast to try and make sure he's got enough fuel to make this to the end of the race.
That's how JLI is now at the equation. CLM's closed back up to Moggs again. 3 lap fresh tyres.
I wonder if F1's strategy is to try and get past him and then just try and hold out, because like I say, that icon is currently on at the moment, which would say that he's on the cusp of low fuel.
Yeah, you can't quite see how much he's got, can we, unfortunately, so he could just be just under, which he should be able to recoup back near the end of the race. But if he is considerably under, it's going to be very difficult for him to finish with enough fuel.
The only thing that would help him now is if Moggs was to pick up another 3 seconds. You know, then he wouldn't have to push so much, and he would be able to coast. But at the moment, he's having to push at the moment just to try and get past him. As I say about penalties, there are penalties galore. I will now do another update on the penalties. So the 2 leaders at the moment are on 3 seconds. JLI on 6. Metrocash has now got 12. Maestro 6. Enzo 9. Lando 6. LMB 3. Vigorous Unicorn 12. Violent Quiche 3. And Jimbo 6. So, yeah, we're quite a few penalties, but some drivers haven't picked any up yet, so fair play to them. One thing I will say though, Chris, is F1 is not too keen on just sending one up late at the inside.
No, I wonder if he's just waiting for Moggs to perhaps pick up another penalty, or as you say, he has got that fuel issue. And
Well, it has now gone off. The icon has now gone off, so I wonder if he had to maybe just allow that fuel just to go up for a bit so he can then maybe make a last push. But he's not making a last. He's well within DRS range and he's always ever closing, but he's braking very early. Oh, a slight little catch of the curb there by Moggs. Move here soon. He's dropping off the throttle very soon, is F1.
yeah, it's definitely lifting and coasting, so he's looking to make the move now. Backs out at the last second.
I'd be committing to that. Moggs gave him the space, you know. Fair play to Moggs, and again F1 now does probably make the move. Goes on the outside, Moggs up the inside, and F1 makes the move. And probably the least likely place that he would have made the overtake there, bearing in mind he was in the DRS range for the last 5 laps or so. He's he's picked up 3 seconds. That's it. He's now. Thought he'd gone a bit wide.
And I don't think he's going to pull that much of a gap on Moggs.
Moggs is going to be very much stuck to him now. I think you'll probably see Moggs not push so hard now. I think you'll probably see that time maybe slightly increase, maybe. Because JLI picks up another 3 seconds as well. I gotta just say though, for recovery drives and everything, Yingling up in P3. Not a bad. I think he had a bit of a tough start at the beginning of the race, so he's managed to make it up. So coming up to the back of Violent Quiche and the Ferrari, so he might just help. He's pitted actually. See Moggs now starting slightly to drop away a bit there from the back of the Mercedes. Oh, this is just like my race all over again from yesterday. Is this some sort of Mercedes curse? We've picked up penalties and lost the win narrowly. Win snatched from our grasp. I feel his pain, but to be perfectly honest, for a debut P2, not really gonna complain too much on that. As JLI is past Yeeling for P3. He did say he's not gonna break the 3 seconds from Moggs. Somehow JLI has got 4 laps to somehow increase the gap and get it up to about 9 seconds, and I don't think that's going to happen.
It's just broken DRS now. It's doable, but Moggs is just got to keep his concentration now, try and keep his pace up.
I think you just might get your prediction right here for the outright winner there, Chris. You know, Moggs is. I think Harry's raced. I think Moggs does deserve the win.
Please, viewers in the chat, it is that time again to vote for the driver of the day. Who would your vote go to, Brett? Who are you going to decide?
I think it would. I think it has to be Moggs. Solid battle. He's even when he's gone into battle, he's left plenty of room for JLI and F1 to come through, and always had a fair battle. And he's okay. He's picked up 3 seconds, but solid race there by Moggs. But also a very, 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 very close second place for my driver of the day would be F1 on his debut. Again, a second place is not bad going for anyone that's raced in here, but to get a podium, any podium on your debut is it's not bad going at all. So, but no, my driver of the day at the moment is Moggs.
Yeah, again, I think I would overall go for Moggs, but shout out for Yingling and Enzo as well, both making up 7 positions to get into the points. CMM as well on his debut. He's got the gap up to 2.1 seconds. I mean, is this on?
This would be incredible if he pulls this out right now. 2 laps. The gap's increasing. Oh my word, is he going to do it? we could be seeing potentially a victory here. I mean,
yeah, it's on the cusp. It's over.
I mean, if I'm honest, if he gets the win here, I might have to change my choice here. Oh, he gets a little bit. squiffy out of the second corner. That could hurt him a little bit of time. But it's not hampered him much at all. Just has to keep it all together here.
Goosey a little bit deep into turn 3 there, losing some time. Getting it back with DRS. So the lead up to 3.4 seconds.
Oh my word.
As it
2 laps
stands.
2 laps ago it didn't look likely.
No, Marks must have made a mistake, or his tyres are starting to drop off. He did pit earlier for those mediums.
It just shows, because I had this last night when I was on the mediums, and Mad Dog was completely closing me down on the soft tyres, and I generally thought the soft tyres would go off quicker than what the mediums have done. And it proves it round here at the moment. The soft tyres are so powerful, especially on an end stint where you can just keep up with someone on the medium tyres and make him work.
So
That
if Moggs
time
wants to win
is-
this race, he needs to pull something out the bag in these last few corners as Mr. Magoosey picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Well, that will end the battle there for 4th. Yingling would pick that up, but then again, Yingling at the moment is net P3 with the penalties that are going on. As there it is, we're talking too much. F1 goes across the line and gets his win. Wow.
Yingling does get that third
P3.
podium spot.
Wow. I think I will have to change my vote to F1 there. That is an incredible last 4 laps there, because at lap 32 it did not look likely that he was gonna able to break that gap. But he's pulled out some amazing driving there to win it now by 1.4 seconds from Moggs, who I'll say is no slouch, and brilliant driving from both of them.
Yeah, what a race that was.
At the moment, Moggs is the only one to join us, so if you can include your audio.
Yeah, we'll go with PC first then, shall we? What
Yep.
a drive. And all the way up until the end there, I thought that was going to be your win. And don't know if it's just the tyres dropping off or if you made a mistake, but
Easy there. Can you hear us, Moggs?
as he's not there, should we start off with Yingling in P3 then?
Yingling, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's Moggs. Right, I'll do Yingling first as he's P3, and then we'll come back to Moggs. So P3 Yingling, great race, great recovery. I think at the start of the race there was a bit of a struggle at the start of it, but generally just describe what happened in the race. From your point.
I mean, race. I guess yesterday's practice helped quite a bit, getting more used to the track on the new game. I drove well. I think for like the last 20 laps or something, I was dancing around with 2 warnings, which was a bit intense when Magoosey was catching up. But aside from that, nothing much really happened. I just made my way through the traffic relatively well. I don't know if you picked up some of the battles that me and Magusi had, but that was a lot of fun. And then
Yeah.
at the end, I decided not to fight JLI because I saw they had more penalties, and I didn't want to risk the car or myself getting a penalty and losing a podium. That was kind of it, really.
Yeah, no, we certainly noticed the battles between you and Magusi, and Magusi then picking up those 3 seconds. But no, there was some great battles there. Really, really well done for P3.
That was side-by-side action throughout the field.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable to race.
And I think confirmed as well, Ollie, driver of the day, voted for by the Twitch viewers.
Sweet, thank you.
Yep.
And Codemasters, if you noticed, did it come up at the end? Getting it right for a change.
Right, and we'll now go back to Moggs. Can you just explain from our point of view what happened near the end there? Because at one point me and Chris were going on thinking, you've got this win here. You were well within the time. F1 had picked up 3 seconds, another 3 seconds time penalty, and 4 laps for the end. We thought, this win is no way to pick up another 3 seconds on you. What happened on the end there?
Oh, well, tyres were short for one, and then I clipped the curb coming around the second last corner and almost just about held it together rather than putting it in the wall, so it went from 1.5 to 3.1 instantly, and then I just couldn't claw it back with the tyres totally dead.
To be perfectly honest, you gave us another show like we had last night, with JLI, Tomper and Slapbus. You, F1 and JLI gave us another storming opening session there. So some great racing. Like I said, it was between you and F1, my option for driver of the day, just purely because the way you all kind of made sure to give each other enough space, but also just the general racecraft really of everyone.
Yeah, it was really good racing, to be fair. Everyone left each other room. No crazy dive bombs. I think I might have outbroke myself once on JLI, but apart from that.
No, that was some good racing. Anything else to add, Chris?
No, agreed. One of the best races I've seen for a while with some of the battles nice and clean. I don't think our race winner has joined the party, so...
No. All I will say is congratulations for him on the win, especially for the debut. But yeah.
Yeah, what could have been, Moggs, eh? What could have been.
I know. There's always next
as we
time.
all know, it's consistency. So it's 18 points in the bag. So a decent start to the season. Right, I think we'll call it quits there. We'll be back in just over an hour's time for Tier 1.
Yeah. See you then.